Many of the original features that I can remember, like the bridge over the line to the other platform, were removed years ago. But when I was a boy, this was a place that was full of excitement and anticipation. In 1835, the original line was built to carry coal from Mangotsfield to the harbour in Bristol. But in the 1860s, the Midland Railway Company extended the track to Bath, and in 1869 it opened to passenger trains. I didn't care about all that. All I wanted to do was walk, holding my mother's hand, down this path from the ticket office and onto the platform to start my great journey. Can you imagine the anticipation of a small boy standing here and waiting for the train to arrive? All that passes through here now are walkers and cyclists, because the track bed is the route of the 13-mile-long Bristol and Bath railway path. But 50 years ago, my journey from here to Bath began with great excitement, because as soon as we left the station, we entered the black hole that is Staple Hill Tunnel. Today, all this time later, there is still something eerie about this place. Water constantly drips from the roof. It has a sound all of its own, and even though it's been many years since trains ran through here, it still smells of soot. From here, the old line winds its way on to what was the major junction on the journey. It's hard to believe that down these steps and through these overgrown passageways, hundreds of people a day would go to and from dozens of trains passing through here. This was Mangotsfield Junction. In 1947, my mother bought a return ticket from this platform direct to Edinburgh. But after a short stop on platform 2, my train would carry on through the countryside on its journey to Bath. At Warmley Station, metal passengers are frozen in time as they wait for a train that will never come again. At the end of the platform was the level crossing that held up traffic as it headed to and from the big city. They renovated the old signal box a few years ago, but time has caught up with it again as it stands rotting in the sun. All those years ago, we crossed Oldland Common, through a cutting, en route to the next stop, Bitton. You can still get on a train at Bitton, as it's now the headquarters of the Avon Valley Railway. Hard-working enthusiasts have brought this piece of the line and the station back to life, and in the summer it's crowded with dads bringing their kids or grandfathers bringing their grandchildren to see the railway. Or is it just an excuse? What is it with men and steam trains? I'm just the same. One whiff of that smell of coal smoke, oil and hot metal, and I'm right back there. A small boy in short trousers, out for a day's adventure on the train. Nothing really changes, does it? That could have been me all those years ago, waiting impatiently for it to start. Time and nature have regained the railway landscape. The line crossed the river here at Salford, where there was a station, and on past another one at Kelston, although that one closed the year I was born. It's hard to imagine now that up until about 1930, special race trains from the north used to stop here, and passengers would then set out on foot for Bath Racecourse at Lansdowne. They were a tough lot in those days. The line went on its way, crisscrossing the River Avon, past Kelston Park, high on the hill, and on parallel to the GWR main line through rolling countryside to the outskirts of Bath. There's not much left now to show the route, just a few bits of old railway architecture. It's hard to believe that trains ever ran through here. This was the end of my great journey. Green Park Station in Bath. Now restored and having a totally different use. From here, you could get a connection on the Pines Express, which ran over this bridge on the Somerset and Dorset line to the seaside at Bournemouth. But for me, though, it was the end of the line. I can remember those journeys from Staple Hill as if it were yesterday. It was 50 years ago and things have changed a lot, but not in my memory.